video for you. I just felt really compelled to paint this one. Just to paint anything really. I felt like I couldn't not do it. I don't know, I have sort of compulsions to paint sometimes. And this was one of those times, but I didn't have a thing to paint, so I just started making shapes basically. I was using the sort of lasso fill tool in Krita, and you can get some really fun effects with it if you just have a little scribble. And I did a whole load of these thumbnails, and then from there took the ones that I liked most and dropped them onto a page together, then picked the one of those that I liked the most, and then I took the, I think it's called the wire sketch brush, the wire fill sketch brush, something like that, wire sketch, and it sort of fills in with itself when you get into a certain proximity of the line, which can make some amazing looking, it can just look amazing. You get all these beautiful sort of gradients and it's sort of affected by the speed of your brush and how close you're getting to the lines. But it only really works when you're doing one line. It only registers proximity from itself. So I was having to do all of these little faces here with a single line, which was fun as well, because what I was aiming for at this point, I was starting to find these kind of grumpy, morose looking, well, they started off quite happy, and then they got sort of increasingly dopey and sort of downtrodden looking, bigger and bigger noses and tireder eyes. And I was just sort of playing on that, because that's the direction that I found myself going in. That was, that's where my hand was taking me. So I was just following. I just wanted to be making an image. So at this point I've decided I found my final form for the face. It just felt right, there was the nostril and the eye. It sort of had a sort of faceted three-dimensionality to the eye, which I really enjoyed, and that's not skill, that's it's entirely just because of the brush that I was using. You should really take advantage of the tools that are available to you. And so at this point I was just putting frames together. Again, I had no plan for it. I was just putting the faces, just doing a face, and I turned on the onion skinning mode. I feel like it's called onion peel, whatever it's called. It shows you previous and next keyframes overlaid in red and green, and so I was able to sort of take the face that I had and draw it again, draw the next frame, and again it was just seeing where it took me. There was no plan. Sometimes you'd see that something was beginning to happen and you'd let it happen, or you'd help it happen, or you would suddenly think of like a motion that you want, that I wanted to include, and so I would work out where I wanted it to go and then break down that. But for most of it was sort of a linear, do one keyframe, do the next keyframe, do the next keyframe, and then occasionally for bigger motions I would, or returning to the start as well, making it into a loop. Obviously I had the end goal that I needed to work towards, and so I broke that down into a series of keyframes. But yeah, so once I got the full loop, which ended up being 91 frames, I just started putting in some colours. There's nothing really special about how I picked the colours. I just went with, on the colour wheel, the picker you've got is a triangle, so I just picked the 3 points of the triangle, sort of a purple, a brown, or I went for kind of a skinny tone, and then the other ones were on sort of that green, that sort of electric green and purple. So I was just kind of working with those because I knew that they would work together. That's a really simple thing that you can do, is kind of pick thirds around your colour wheel, and that'll give you a nice guaranteed cohesion throughout. And whatever colours you do go with, even if you're picking something else, even if you're picking something which decidedly clashes, it's good practice to maintain your colour palette. Don't switch it up, don't change it too much, just use those, be deliberate in your work. I think that's one of the main things here. So yeah, I was just kind of going through the process here, just kind of painting in each frame, painting between the lines, seeing what came out, making just the lines. I mean, at this point we've just got 2 lumps that have happened, and I know that they ultimately become faces again. So I'm increasingly hinting towards sort of light hitting those. Awareness of how light interacts with a 3D object is kind of paramount with painting, and making anything look like it could exist. Having something interact with light realistically. Well, I'm not saying that these interact with light realistically, but they have a sense of sort of directionality and 3-dimensionality. And I think that's really important. It was really fun actually putting the light into the mouth on this one on the right. I wouldn't call it a style. I don't think I have a style that I work in, but I mean, especially when I'm just kind of free drawing for myself, I come up with a lot of masks, these sort of slightly abstracted faces, usually playing with dimensions of the nose. Yeah, I imagine that's just a hand habit that I've fallen into, but I really enjoy it. I enjoy seeing these faces and their expressions, and seeing how emotive you can make something, really. That hasn't, I mean, these are not predetermined marks. These aren't planned. Occasionally, I mean, you can see in the video the timestamp at the top on the clock gets pretty late. It gets pretty late. I mean, I was doing these because I wanted to do something. I was sort of about to go to bed and I had a busy head, so I thought it would be more helpful for me, rather than lying in bed mulling over things. I thought it was more helpful for me to produce some work, and I felt really strongly about that. I felt like I really had to do some work for myself. And yeah, this is what came out. They weren't planned. Occasionally I'd have to stop myself and just kind of take a moment to think about the proportions, and think about the sort of 3D form that I was hinting towards, and kind of go back in and really debate with myself how the fat would be distributed on the face, or the bone structure, things like that, especially coming with a painting. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. That's kind of my longhand process for these spontaneous ones. Yeah, no, have a great day.